And so y'all are from Norman, Oklahoma. The school is out there.
Yeah,
Y'all go to school now or did?
I did. He did, I did.
What? You talked at the same time. Okay. What's wrong? This is a normal exchange. I don't know what's going on. After you answer me, you have a problem with your answer. I'm not in school right now. What? What? I'm literally like, okay, bet. What you go to school for when you were? Okay. Okay, what about you?
I'm a project coordinator
For
for a fiber optic
doing
government contract.
for
Transtel.
okay. Trains?
Transtel.
Transtel.
Like trans.
No. I heard you, sugar. We're friends. I work for Trans. You got a girlfriend back in Norman, bro? What about you? Do you guys like women? Huh?
Yes.
All right, say it with your chest, like shit. You want me to hook you up with somebody? I'm good at that. What's your name? Trey and Kevin. Okay, and so Trey and Kevin sitting in it. No, I'm just playing. What kind of woman do you like, Trey? Let me hook you up with somebody. First, before we do that, let me make sure we got women that's single in here. Any single women in here? Clap one time. Somebody clap back there, huh? Which who? Sis? There's a whole, you got a few, okay. We got a little lady pimp back there. Okay, so you single right there with the nice hair and the necklace and the little, with your knees cut out your jeans? Okay. Okay now. She's attractive. She's thick too. That my thick back there. I can see from right here. It's gonna be loud. Where you stay? You out in Norman? Dallas. 2 hours. Same little road trip. You plan it right, you can knock them both back. Anyway, I'm here to discuss love. Okay. And what's your name? Ash. Okay. He's got that on his elbow, so this might work out. Ash and Trey. Y'all name is Ash Trey. And so what kind of girls you like, Trey? Let's go personality. 3 things about a personality. Don't taste yourself, just answer me.
Chill, not overbearing.
Slow down. You unloaded on me. One at a time. So she got to be chill.
Yeah.
You chill? You overbearing? I'm load bearing, not overbearing. Rule number 3, y'all. She laugh, we can laugh. What else?
You gotta understand I can't be texting all the time when I'm at work.
Why you can't text her back? You in charge? Can't you delegate all the shit for everybody to do so that you can text your girl back?
I'm also on military bases. Sometimes when I have loud phones.
You're on the military base and they don't allow you to have your phone? You can't even say the shit. I don't believe you. Sometimes we're in secret facility, Dr. Facility A. Secret Dr. Facility U. Princess and the Frog. So you're in secret facilities? Mike, America is. This is who we're relying on in our military secret facilities. Stupid ass Trey. What are you doing in the secret facility? You can. Are you in a skiff at work? What's your job title again? I said again.
Project coordinator.
Okay, so you coordinate the projects that are high top secret projects, and you can't send a text. Where's your phone?
If I bring my phone with me, they shred it up.
They'll shred your whole phone?
They'll go through it first, and then they'll shred it.
Sound like a Diddy party to me. No, I gotta take that. All right, so how often do you have a phone shredded situation at work where you gotta no phones at work? Like there's 30 days in a month. How many days out the month would you say are like top secret days?
60% of the time.
Okay, so 60% of 30 days, that's about 18 days. That's specific, that's actually, what do you do for a living? Cannabis? Oh yeah, you're a genius. You're so smart, you gotta slow your brain down. Maybe you should try that. Can you smoke, or is your job piss testing you? What if you piss dirty, they shred your Okay, Kevin, do you believe all that you just said? Or does any of it sound like some bullshit? He's like, he be texting me back, huh? Okay. I can't even get my text out. He be texting me. My shit still be the 3 bubbles. He be like, what you about to write? Okay, Ash, he got some money, man. He working in the top secret security, safe, super secret squirrel place. 18 days out of the month, he not gonna be able to text you back though. But them other 12 days, I was like 15 minus 3. Okay, now some women are okay with that. They don't want all the goddamn texting. They just want to know you ain't out there around with men. Ash, are you a little on the clingy side, a little needy? You need about 12 texts a day, or you can handle a man not texting you for 18 days straight? That's all right with you? We might have a scenario that works for you. Are you a dominant personality? Hey man, I don't even know what that means. I thought there was only dominant and submissive. I didn't know there's a motherfucking Nintendo in this. I'm a switch. I'm here to whip your ass. Your mama gonna pull me out of a tree and spank the shit out of you. Cause she's the disciplinarian vice principal down there at the school, stressing out and going bald-headed. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Opinionated. I'm your boy, Nate Jackson, comedian extraordinaire, currently living on Netflix, tearing shit up around the world with another leg of tour, another tour entirely called the Big Dog Tour. I don't want to spend my time tooting my horn because there's people that have been in here before. You are familiar with that, so you're like, don't talk about yourself a lot. But listen, if you really are a fan, then you know I got to say that to the people that are the new viewers. Hey, guys. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to the family. It's myself and Trenton Cotton, and this is the Opinionated Podcast. I have some sponsors that I'm going to take care of during this episode, but I promise it's not going to be overwhelming. One is going to be DraftKings. Another one is going to be The Roses. The Roses is my clothing line. Can we pan out to the big shot? The nice wide shot? Yeah, this is The Roses, okay? This is what I was wearing on my special. The pants are The Roses. The hat is The Roses. You can go to rosescollection.com. This is high quality, handcrafted designer clothing. Matter of fact, these pants and this shirt is also The Roses. And one day, Trent will be motivated to put some roses on. We're not there yet, but we'll get there. But anyway, make sure you check out the rosescollection.com. Beautiful clothes, lots of stuff. There's 4 levels. There's like super casual, then there's like semi-casual, then there is step out kind of wear, like nightwear, and then there is like full on upscale red carpet type outfits. We have pants, we have crew necks, hoodies, sweaters, jogger pants, we have jackets, hats. So it's full service. So rosescollection.com. And with that said, I want to get into what is on my mind or what has happened the most recently. Check it out. So the paper is out on NBC's Peacock app for their streamer. Absolutely incredible show. That like argue with a wall. Okay? The show's incredible. I am thankful to be a part of this production. It's so good, in fact, that unprecedentedly, they have been offered or given or greenlit a second season. And that was prior to the first season even airing. I've never heard of no shit like that.
The day before.
My manager's never heard of anything like that. And to announce it the day before means that it was already done a month or so ago. Right? Like to have that timing to be like, let's make the news before we hit. Like it helps people come watch it to be like, dang, this is good enough that they already know they want to do a second season of it. Plus the writers are already in the writer's room. Plus they're already, you know what I mean? They're already back. If anybody lives out of LA, they're already back in their unit or whatever to get back to work. The other actors were moving like they knew.
You can tell early on, maybe within the first 3 minutes, watching it, that first episode yesterday at the club. And I like how they kind of explained like
in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they crossed the bridge completely from Dunder Mifflin over to the paper.
If Oscar wasn't in it, I understand why they did that. Yep. But if he's not in it, it's a great show. Like all the other employees of The Office, like they're all good characters.
Yes.
They're all good characters. It could definitely stand on its own. And
no Oscar, there's almost no attachment to the Office in the past. But you might as well use that as the wind in your sails to get views to come over and watch and see and stuff like that.
Which is why I understand, like even the little tidbits where he's on the phone with Stanley in one scene, those are nice, but all the other characters are strong enough.
But I've watched it a couple times now, that one. So in the very beginning, the old man comes on and goes, Dunder Mifflin, those guys closed down.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
In the beginning, he's the first one. It starts on him. It goes to like I think it's a septic company or something. Mm-hmm. But he's like, he was the old white guy from there. He's like, yeah, those guys shut down. Then he goes in the system and he looks and he's like, this is the registry of all the closed businesses. There's Dunder Mifflin. But in that monologue, he says, he goes, I think, who was Oscar on the phone with the Sudoku?
He was on Stanley.
Stanley. He's like Stanley, and what was the name of Steve Carell's character?
Michael Scott.
Right. So he's like, he doesn't say Michael, but he said Stanley, and he's like, I do believe Stanley and such still keep in contact, but he didn't say Oscar. So then later on, when Oscar's still in contact with Stanley, it's like we got this daisy chain to where Dunder Mifflin guys could be popping into the new office and seeing what's going on or whatever. So exciting stuff.
Even the opening, because when you hear that iconic song from The Office, I was like, I wonder what they're going to do. I love how they made their own, and it shows the paper.
Like they remixed it.
It's so
it shows
dope.
All these uses of newspaper.
Yeah, I love that.
And I don't know if everybody that was at the viewing like consumed it the way that we did, because I'm looking at it through the eyes of an artist, also the eyes of like somebody who has shot a ton of content. To be like, all right, how are they getting these shots? When are they rack zooming? When are they rack focusing? When are they panning over? All of it was done deliberately. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't just look at the wall. He looks at the wall and then they pan over to what he was looking at too. So it answers that question in your mind. Like, what was he looking at? In a cinematic universe or cinematic space, you don't show what the character is looking at. You just show them looking.
Yeah.
Or you show what they're looking at first. You start on the pictures and then you pull out and you see the character standing there looking at them. Like that's movie wise. This is like bam, it's jerky. It's moving all over the place. So shot the same way The Office does, aesthetically pleasing, has the same sentiments as far as how the comedy and the timing and how the characters are developed. And just in one episode, you meet everybody and you get a feel for who they are, what they are, their level of what they're about to contribute to the show. It's fantastic.
Can you share what you shared with me at the viewing? Because I know most people who are Nate Jackson fans are going to be like, yo, he's on The Office. They're going to watch it. And then, okay, the first episode, there is Nate. Then they're going to watch the second. Then they're going to watch the third.
Yeah, that was the only downside to last night. Like I knew I was in it heavy later on. Yeah. Maybe that's what I should have started at.
but then it's like, how do you show a series? Like you can't. Like I gotta be real to the art and be like, we're gonna watch this one through whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't have the patience to or the attention span to lock in, and we just have a binge party, then I didn't even market it as such. I didn't even market it because it's wild for one of the actors to have a viewing party of their own that is a ticketed event. That's why I was like, this is family friends, it's not ticketed, this is invite only, and we'll watch this and have fun. But you guys, I went to the premiere in LA last Wednesday. They had napkins everywhere that said the paper, that somebody paid for that. I took a brick of those. They brought me a brick to be like, hey, I'm going to show this and I want. So everybody that came to the viewing got napkins and shit that said the paper and NBC Peacock. And it's really cool. Can we, this angle that's on me, can we lower it just a little bit? Or if it lowers, it shows the thing?
Yeah, it'll show the thing.
Okay, so I'll sit up. So much for the rich nigga legs. So I'll say this. They were in support of it in that regard, but I'm not trying to get it to where I have to talk to anybody in, and some other department at NBC to be like, you did what? You know what I mean? So if you got the message, I consider you somebody I wanted to share that beautiful thing with. And so we watched episodes 1 through 4. I'm in episode 1 for, I believe, 4 seconds and then another 6 seconds. So you got me for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. I spoke for about 10 seconds. I'm on the screen for maybe 15. Cool. That's the biggest comedy production in the history of comedy. And this is its spinoff. And this is now a bingeable thing where you don't got to wait episode to episode to episode. But now I am extra thankful that they dropped it all at once, because we would have been waiting a month and a half, 2 months to see me on the screen more than the first 9 seconds,
Right.
Or whatever that was. But my mom, I didn't keep my mom from being like, "Are you in this shit?" Like, it's like, "Mama, god damn!" Like, and that's the thing. Like, for those of you that are like friends and family or of somebody that is talent, understand first, what is this opportunity? What is the scope of its? Like, why is this important? Then, okay, now I'm in it, or somebody, your loved one is in it, so you can appreciate it on the levels that it is. Like, if you don't appreciate The Office, then first of all, if you don't appreciate episodic TV, no matter what the show is, right? If your go-to is Rachel Maddow every night, then watching a comedy sitcom, whether it's Big Bang Theory or this or anything single cam or multicam, like all the term single cam and multicam are foreign to you, you're not in the place to even appreciate like what this, like the full grandeur of what this is. Now, you can't just watch it on face value and be like, do I find this sitcom interesting, and still appreciate it? But it ain't the same as like the lens of like really understand it. Like, for my mom to be like, "Are you in this because I don't have more screen time in the episodes that we showed?" is like, "Mama, stop." Like, this shit is already greenlit for season 2. I'm in 6 episodes. So not only am I in that first one, there's 5 more. We watched 1 through 4. That means episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? I'm in 5 of those. And I got an episode I damn near care. It's almost all me. I get all of the footage at that level of creation for my acting reel. It kicks open doors for way more opportunities. You can't say like, "Oh, Nate Jackson doesn't act or cannot act," when I'm smashing. And I'm smashing on a platform of the biggest comedy show in TV history across multiple continents. Like, my mom doesn't know that. She doesn't have that reference to be like, "No, Ricky Gervais helped create this show, and there was a Japanese version and a UK version, an American version, a reboot of the UK version, a reboot of the Japanese version. Now there's this version."
I didn't know there was a Japanese version.
Yes, and it was a #1 show. It was the #1 show in the UK, #1 show, and there was one, I believe, in either Australia or New Zealand. And so that's why Ricky Gervais gets executive credits without having to really set foot on a set. You know what I'm saying? Because his concept on Office Place comedy has been redone and done well, and it is licensed everywhere. Sit back, get paid. That's the dream. So if you don't understand that, and that's my mom, who I love dearly, but she just was like, "Baby, are you in this? Now I know you just saw me. You just saw me on the screen. So what you're making relevance to is, hey, I'm not seeing a lot of you on this. And I'm telling you right now, for something that's that big, you don't got to see a lot for it to be the type of thing that kicks open doors and creates new opportunities. Also, it's a season. So if I'm verbalizing that I'm in later episodes, then that ought to be enough to be like, yo, that was dope. Like, appreciate what you are watching, to be like, when you are the one on the screen, I know this is gonna be fire. And all day yesterday, I got messages and screenshots from people that showed my moment at the pinball machine. This morning, I woke up to messages where people have now they've
caught up.
Yeah, they're in episode 5 and 6 and 7. My frat brother sent me a message like, dog, when you're singing and you're on the ground singing with that dude, I could not stop laughing. I'm like, thank you, but nigga, I didn't know what take they kept. So I didn't know if they kept the one where I just talked or if they kept the one where I ad-libbed and started singing. I don't know if they took the one where I stayed standing or if they took the one where I forced him to the ground. And then after that, they're like, yo, just go to the ground. So I don't know which one they got. So spare me, the don't fuck it up for me, because I did each thing. Everything you see of me on the screen, there's 15 versions of that I gave them. We just sold some roses. That's what's up. So there's 15 versions of every single angle, and all the angles that I did. I don't know which one made Final Cut. So when I'm watching it, you know what I mean? Hence the app name Final Cut. Like, that's why it's called that. You don't know what made Final Cut.
That's dope that you're watching this just like all of us. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you were there. You were in the takes, but you don't know.
But I'll take it a step further. I did my stuff where I'm like the pinball machine and all that, whatever. I'm like, bet. I come back home. They still shoot for 3 weeks. I don't know what the fuck is in any of those episodes. I know I met them too, and they came down and they were cool and all that. And then we came, in between sets, we talked and everybody chopped it up and all that's fun or whatever. I didn't know he was from the Chicago office and coming in and he was the main boss and that she was the girl that was already there and all that. You don't know none of that.
Spoiler alert.
No, that's not a spoiler. That's in the trailer.
Oh, you talking about the head boss, not
talking about
your character.
No, my character. That's none of my.
Okay, I was about to say, wait.
Nah, that's none of my. That's not my. That's not my character arc.
Talking about the
my character arc is really, really dope. But as you watch it, and again, you have to. I've signed a full NDA, so I'm only talking about the things that we know that are on TV now, and I'm trying not to spoil it because you guys probably need 72 hours to get deep into it to see episode 7, 8, 9, and 10, where it's like, okay, Bree Real binge watched it all day long. She came in and was like, I already watched this whole thing. Dude, you kill it. You this, you that. She's like, I mean, dog, you make it all the way to the
Brandon White
all the way to XYZ. And I'm like, yeah.
Brandon White told me the same thing. He talked to her after, I think they came to the club, and she was just like, I'm blown away. Like, yeah, I wanted to support Nate because, he's the guy and yada. But she was like, everything aside from that, the show is great. And Nate really is a great addition to the show.
Sorry to interrupt the show, but I got to pay some bills. DraftKings Casino has your playbook for gaming action all season long. Play thousands of popular slots for a shot at jackpots. Over 400 million has already been awarded. New players get 500 spins on Huff and More Puff over 10 days. That is literally one of my favorite slots. So download the app, use the code OPINION, and claim your spins after your first $5 wager. Get in the game with DraftKings Casino, home of the largest jackpot win in online casino history. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for feature game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends October 5th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Listen, the Roses collection, my clothing line, is built different. Literally, we're here for the big guys. Broad shoulders, full frames, and the ones who've been overlooked for far too long and by the fashion world, by stores. You go to the mall, you get rejected. That sucks. Not at the Roses collection. I got you. This line was made with size inclusivity at its core, offering dope, high quality, standout pieces in a full range of sizes. Because style doesn't stop at XL. Whether you're 2X, 3X, or 4X, we got you. Okay? Also, The ladies are wearing our brand, and that's dope. The rose stands for growth, strength, and striving in your own skin. And this collection brings that same energy to every design. From premium streetwear to bold basics, we've created gear that fits right, feels right, and looks fire. The Roses collection is more than clothing. It's a statement. It's for the ones who walk heavy and leave a footprint. You got presents, and now you got the wardrobe to match. Go to rosescollection.com and get right, baby. Let's do this. Back to the show. See? And that's what it's like. Bet. Now I know I didn't get to go through that last night when we watched 4 episodes back to back to back because you just see me first. And everybody clap like you're supposed to clap and all that.
Yeah.
But
it was funny though, because like by episode 3, people were like,
a couple people laughed.
Sneaking out like, hold on, where you going, Keela? Where you going?
Every frame matters. Come on back. Hey man, if you come back on the screen, man, let me know, man. I'm about to go smoke. Like that's what people was on.
Hey, can you talk about, because you
could you imagine if that happened at the premiere? Like in Hollywood? Like that's the difference between being in Hollywood and being here. Like it was a packed theater of industry, media, actors, family, friends of actors. And it's so drastically different. Like if you go to a movie in LA, people watch until they see the special thanks of the cities it was shot in. Like, thank you to the Animal Whatever of America. Thank you to Georgia Peach Film Foundation. Thank you to the Louisiana Film and Commerce Division. Like, way, way at the end. I'm talking about after the additional scenes. In Washington, motherfuckers be out of there as soon as they see the first credit. Half the theater is standing. If there's a bonus scene, they're like, oh, shit, let's go back and make sure we watch that. Like, nobody moves in LA because they know the guy that did the light. They know the guy that did the gaffer work. They know they want to see all the names involved. And don't let it be an animation where the names are like fucking 3,000 names and they're all, Asian names. You can't even read them but that's who they rendered out all the stuff and made it look like, you know what I mean? Like, so they'll be like, New Zealand cast, New Zealand crew. If these movies that are shot all over the world, like the credits on, let's say, a 007 movie, holy shit, they shoot all over the world. So like Brazil team, New Zealand team, da team, right? So we're sitting still for all of that in LA. No one's even thinking about moving. And it's rude to be like, hey, sit the fuck down. Like somebody might say that in LA. What are you doing? Nigga, your shadow is blocking me being able to see, or your silhouette, or you are physically in the way of me seeing my homeboy go by. I'm trying to get a picture of my boy. Like, this is the epicenter of where we create stuff at. We are in Washington, and people are walking out during active scenes of this thing. I didn't ask for much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just what it is. Whether they get it or they don't get it, they will. They will. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I could have did that at my house in my own fucking theater and invited 9 people. Right. I wanted to have that open to the public and invite people and like, here's some. I mean, I wanted to have it open to more family and friends than I feel comfortable with in my own home. But I wouldn't say that I'm calling that the public. You know what I'm saying?
Can you share, because you've already talked to me about it, but I think it's just a cool story. But it's not like they said, hey, Nate, we got this. Okay, you auditioned, you get the role. And then you coming into that, you just thought this is your one scene, right? You did your scene, you went home. Can you talk about how they added you on to more and more?
I can't.
You can't? Oh, I thought you. Oh,
I mean, that's in the part of like talking about hiatuses and expounded, right? That's like, I can't. But guys, know that they gave your boy a moment and I kicked that bitch open into, I'm now on 2 seasons of something. Like, that's what this is about.
Just saying, like, I guess just earning, like, it's
just
like,
earned.
Because you have the other cast, like those characters were like locked in, and I think it's cool to hear, like, okay, you auditioned for this one.
I went out for Dietrich. I can say that.
Okay.
And Dietrich is Melvin Gregg. Me and Melvin Gregg go back to like Vine days, shooting skits and sketches and stuff like that. So I was like, I hope I get this, but if I don't, I hope he does. Like, that's where I was at when, and I knew that from call sheet, from sign-in sheet at audition, because he was 5 names above mine on the sheet. And I was like, all right, well, he already rocked. You know what I'm saying?
So when they put your role, your character for that scene, I guess I'm asking, did they already have you kind of like, okay, this character for Nate is going to be involved for all the rest of the episodes, like going in?
We'll never know. We'll never know. That would.
I wanted you to be like, yeah, I came in for this one thing, and then they seen it and it's like, oh, we could use him for more and more and more.
I would love that to be. Let's say I would love that to be the thing. I would love in my world to be like, I was so dope on set. I was so prepared for my stuff. I was so nice and cool and fun on the set that they're like, we love him. Let's add him to the team more. Let's take a break and write more scenes for him. Let's take a break and actually write a character arc for his character so that he's ramped up and used a lot and way more screen time because we just fucking like Nate Jackson. I would love for that to be the story. My ego would love that. Hey, when I came in, nobody knew who I was. I was just a great actor. Then they got to know who I was, saw the rest of the world that I've been building for 24 years and was like, this kid is an asset. I would love to think that that's what happened. We'll never know. We'll never know. That's what is part of the genius is like, and like 20 years from now, I'm like, could you tell us about the character? And you guys want to know something fun? And that's not for me to say. That's for Greg Daniels, Michael Coleman, the writers, showrunners, the creators. I'm just happy and humble to be a part of it and to get any more frames than the one that I was originally thought to have.
Right. So when Zach, your agent, calls you back after you already shot that scene, you're back in Washington and he's like, hey, you actually have to come back to do more. Are these surprises to you?
Yes.
Or you're like,
every call is like a hell yes.
That's what I want.
Ooh.
That's all I wanted to.
I told you I kicked the door open.
Right.
That's what those calls are. That's why me and Zach are always in celebration mode. Another high five. You hit me at 2 a.m. to be like, hey, an announcement's going to get made. They're getting season 2.
So is it safe to say, and I'm saying this to the viewers, of how cool for me looking outside and I'm just kind of behind the scenes and watching this, you knew you had, when you got the role for that first episode, the pilot episode,
yeah.
Everything else after that you see Nate in was this like surprise of like, oh, they want me back? Okay, yes. I'll fly back to it. Like, I didn't know.
It was all surprises.
It could have been just that one.
Not only, it was even crazier than that. They'd be like, hey, they need you back next week. I'm like, oh shit, bet. Cool. What we filming? They're sending over the script. The script's got a secret fucking password. It's locked. The shit is, it's not even called The Paper. It's not called The Office, but it's got it's under a whole nother name so that nobody is all fucking with the production and shit, right? Like, and you get it and you read it and you're like, oh my God, that's dope. My name is Nate on the show. That was not my name the whole time. I don't know how we got there. I don't know the process for me being called me, but I know that I was at one point a different name. And I know the name.
That's so
That's
dope,
not something
man.
I'm finna be saying because that might fall under the motherfucker. Don't be telling motherfuckers names to be changing and shit and what it was. And like I was so me that I got called my name. Larry David did that same thing on Curb Your Enthusiasm. That I ain't got no Indiana. And I'll talk very candidly about that. Somebody told me if Larry likes you as an actor and he likes working with you in the scene, he'll call you by your real name. And by my second take, he was like, what's your name? No, he said, quote, what's your full name on your birth certificate? I said, what? I was like, Nate Jackson? Now, if I hadn't already heard somebody else say, hey, if he likes you, he's going to do that, I would have been like, Nathaniel Jackson Jr., why? And then he'd have been fucking on HBO calling me Nathaniel.
Right.
Ain't no goddamn way. Nobody's called me Nathaniel since fucking T-ball.
Yeah.
That's what? That's crazy. My mom doesn't call me Nathaniel. She calls me son. So... You know what I mean? What do we do?
That's so dope though, man, because to be on an iconic show, which I think this is going to turn out being, your name is your name versus like, okay, if I saw the actor who played Stanley, my brain goes, oh, look, there's Stanley. And I know he probably gets that. He's a wonderful actor. I don't know his real name. And I'm sure when he walks around, people are like, hey, Stanley, hey, Stanley, hey, Stanley, hey, Stanley.
Oscar's name is Oscar.
Oh, that's cool. That's dope. So it's just dope that like your name is Nate.
Yeah, I'll give you one. I think I mentioned it a couple episodes ago, but when I did Lamorne's podcast, he told me like he was like, dude, it would have been so dope if my name was Lamorne on New Girl, because everybody like sees me out and they refer to me as my character name on the show. Well, now I'm Nate from The Paper. I'm also Nate with The Paper, nigga. Let's go.
Come on,
you feel me?
That's dope, man. Yeah, I can't wait for.
I don't know. We don't know what that value. We don't know the value of that.
Yeah, now.
No, we don't. With like nobody. There's no like, hey, this happened for this person. Da da da. All we know is other people are like, man, it would be dope if I was da da da. You know what I mean? We don't know. Yeah. If The Rock has never been called The Rock on screen other than wrestling. He's never been called Dwayne as a character. And we can't think. Hobbs, we got. Every other character, you don't know the name of the Rock's characters?
Like, I just watched this clip of Jamie Lee Curtis. She was on The Tonight Show with Steve Colbert, and Steve Colbert asked her, have you ever asked for an autograph? And there's this whole moment where she's like laughing because she's almost embarrassed to say. And then she reveals, like, it was Urkel. And it's like, and this was a interview from a couple of days ago. And it's like, damn, Jaleel is still Urkel.
Didn't call him Jaleel White.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's so mad about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
well, not then once he dropped that purple Urkel weed, he was like, hey man, Urkel shit working out. He got his own line of weed. He cool now.
But just an example of how
I don't have, there's no, we can look at case study. There's no other reference for here's the value of having your character on a major production go by your actual name. It's a blessing for sure. And I'll let everybody know as this unfolds.
Like, I'm sure, I mean, Martin probably had a big reason for why his name was Martin on that show, but it's Martin. It wasn't Martin Lawrence. It was Martin Payne, but it's still Martin. You know what I mean?
We can see the value in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's his name in Bad Boys?
Oh, yeah. It's Marcus.
Damn near Martin.
Yeah, like, you gotta start with an M. It's gotta have two.
It's got the Mar. Oh, Marty Marr is still Marty Marr. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Marty Marcus. You know, so I don't know what that value is, but I'm thankful for it. Absolutely, it's a blessing to be a part of it. To have something that's supposed to be this minuscule thing be something that could potentially be a real needle mover and push things and kick open doors for other stuff. Boom. I go out for another thing. Like, do you know, like this opens the door for everything where they're like, if there's casting for something, they want a funny role or whatever, and it may possibly be an African-American or where the one where they go, it's ethnically ambiguous, whoever the actor is that gets it. They can't be like, what's this guy been in or what is it? It's like, dude, he's on the fucking paper. You don't know? He's episode 1, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Like, you don't get to not say, and here's his actor reel. Well, now on my actor reel is the #1 comedy show of all time. The Young Rock, that was the #1 show of its time. Wildin' Out, it's a #1 show on Viacom, MTV. Your boy is a #1 person, and ain't shit getting canceled that I'm in. There's people who have full careers and they can't get past one season of a show. Full careers, that everything from one show to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, everything gets canceled. My first sitcom did 3 or 4 seasons. My second sitcom is now already greenlit for a second season, and it just came out yesterday. Bruh, I don't know how else to put that, but to be like, baby, are you in this? Is crazy as shit for my mom to ask. But I know that that's not, she's so innocent and sweet and meant nothing wrong by it, but that sentiment would have been shared by anybody that had no understanding of the industry and what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to bring at least a piece or a taste of Hollywood to Tacoma. And there's no reason why it can't be like that, because we are all over Hollywood. When I say we're all over Hollywood, I mean it. I mean, one of the camera operators from the paper was a lady named Mandy. Mandy's from here. Larry Meyer, who produces stand-up specials all over the world and NFL preseason and FIFA Cup and all that stuff, lives right here in Washington. Actor after actor after actor, comedian after comedian, that we're all from here. It's like, why aren't we clicked up the way the Chicago acts are? Or why aren't we clicked up the way that the DC acts are? Like, they all are working together. And they all are, they're all, hey, Mambo saw. Do you know the people from DC actually like fucking link up? Like, they link up in LA like once a month on Sundays or something. Everyone from DC that's a transplant like has this big ass brunch in politics and talks about what they could do together next and how they can synergize. Like, excuse me? So if that was a thing, then what we doing? If we just want to talk about the comics from Tacoma or from Washington State, you got Jeff Dye, you got the guy that did Joe McHale, you got Joe Coy, you got Kev on Stage, you got me, you got it's boom 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 boom. It's a bunch. These are
you're just talking about
comics.
Comics.
Yeah, but there's even more. One of the guys from Whose Line Is It Anyway? The tall one, Colin. He's Bellingham.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That whole first pilot episode was shot in Seattle, and he used to work at PBS. Did you know Bill? So when I was working at PBS, I was going through all their old tapes.
Almost live.
He was doing stand-up comedy in that same, well, they moved buildings, but he was doing stand-up comedy and they were putting them out on the PBS. And I was like, what the heck? A young Bill Nye.
I'll go a step further. They had a show called Almost Live.
That was their
Seattle.
version.
It was Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
And they were up there every single week, and they were putting out content, and it was Seattle's show, and it even got syndicated, and I think it was syndicated in like 60 markets or something like that. But after the news went off, Almost Live came on. So Bill Nye the Science Guy was a character. The comedian Bill Nye was playing, and he just so happened to actually really be a scientist. Like he had that background. But there was like a cast of like 7 or 8 people, and they just like fucking resided in that building. Like they just wrote the show every week. They did it the same way Lorne Michaels and Saturday Night Live is run on in New York. They had something very similar to that, live sketches, skits.
That's dope.
And it was all Seattle stuff.
I remember hearing that.
And it was going straight to TV.
Speaking of SNL, because you mentioned it, did you hear about they added some new cast members? People was kind of going back and forth on it because they added some TikTok stars, and then they added Cam Patterson on the SNL cast, and everybody was like, "See,
he's on cast, or they just
he's in there." They announced 5 new characters. They released a whole bunch, and they added 5 new ones, and Cam Patterson is one of them.
Good. Yeah, it's a natural progression for a young comic to be like send your stuff into SNL. Lorne and them don't play that shit, so he had to have submitted 7 characters that were solid, one way or the other. Yeah,
I think it's a good move, and it's a good look, because people are, there's just disgruntled, entertainers and comics out there that feel like, I deserve. And when you see a young, because Cam Patterson's only been doing stand-up for 5 years. He even put it on his little post about him being announced. He was like, Mondays changed my life. And he's talking about the Kill Tony Mondays. Mm-hmm. That's where he cut his chops. That's where he got his, his name, made his name. And that's how he was able to tour around the country, selling out clubs and stuff. So I think it's a smart, Lorne Michaels is like, I'm pretty sure he's looking at the ratings. We got to we got to shake something up. We need to put people on this cast that people are watching in other places.
Saturday Night Live was never the same after Eddie Murphy as from before Eddie Murphy, right? Yeah. Because you took a young, amazing star, stand-up star, and put them on national broadcast television every Saturday, and they barely missed, right? Mm-hmm. So then after that, that's the space that they tried to have Damon step into. Then Chris Rock. Then
Tracy Morgan.
Once that mold was there, Tracy. And I don't want to sound uneducated because I don't know the full background history on SNL, but there was a before Eddie and there was an after Eddie. That archetype existed on the show. It didn't before that. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so this feels like that to me. Like, okay, cool, young hot comic. Give him that. That was Keenan. That was. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go through. That was Jay Farrell. Was like they're chasing that. You're chasing the dragon.
And I watched.
I hope Cam kills it. I don't know him well enough or have seen enough of his stand up to know what I think is comfortably in his wheelhouse. But I think he's handling everything that has been thrown at him with grace. It's wild. He's right now he's the archetype of wild nigga with rocks in his pocket. Yeah. Like that's what that is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know. I don't know. I have never seen him write a skit or a sketch or whatever. So it'll be a first time watching things and seeing how they use him.
That's what I'm curious on, to see Cam on live TV, NBC, and not being able to say the N-word. Because that man says the N-word like every third, fourth word.
He uses it as a comma.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
and also it's a grueling schedule. You know what I'm saying? So that I know. I've known people who've written for Saturday Night Live. I've never even sent in a tape. I've never auditioned. It was never something, because I don't want to have to go live in New York. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. If they come a knocking and say, send us something, maybe. They did. One of the people that work in, or that is a part of Lorne Michaels' network, reached out and we started having a conversation. We even have a meeting set. But that was off of JFL and Larry Meyer being like, look, this kid's coming up there, you need to check him out, or whatever. That's that. But Zach's like, is this something you want to submit for? And I'm like, if I get it, what happens? We got to go live in New York. No, fuck that. Mm-mm. I'd rather make Nate Night Live right the fuck where I'm at, and I own this IP and it's mine, and then we book the talent and we have the stars on it. We create the stars of tomorrow. But that's what makes me dangerous in a sense. But I don't think it's necessarily something that should be dangerous, because I want us all to get money. I want everybody to get money. I want all your kids to go to college of their choice without having to worry about what it costs. I want everybody to drive the car. I want everybody that's in my universe and in my sphere, or my stratosphere or whatever, to be like, I don't have to worry about my bills.
Would you ever feel like you would need to leave Tacoma to, I guess, be the thing that you want to be, or do you think you can be the thing you want to be here in Tacoma?
Both, but in order to do the latter, I got to be hard-headed, recalcitrant, and commit to a shitload of flying and being in and out and in and out and in and out.
Yeah, because I watched this documentary. It made me think about you the other night. It's Trey. Who were the creators of South Park?
Yeah, Trey Kennedy.
Yeah,
is that
it's Trey? No, it's Trey Parker.
Yeah, Trey Parker.
His other homeboy. I forget his name.
The one with the voice, Seth.
Yes,
Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Seth Meyers.
No.
It's Trey. And
No, Seth Meyers is on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Anyway, the South Park.
McFarlane.
No,
What?
it's not. I gotta Google it. So I got a laptop right here.
Hey Siri, who created South Park? Matt Stone.
Matt Stone. There it is. Matt Stone and Trey Parker. It's about, now they're Colorado boys, born and raised outside of Denver. And there's this famous Mexican restaurant. They added it's called Casa Bonita. Have you heard of Casa Bonita?
Have not.
They put it's Colorado famous, but they've included Casa Bonita in multiple episodes of South Park, right? It's like it's the Disneyland of Mexican restaurants. I remember going there as a kid. They had like cliff divers jumping into a pool. This is all inside the restaurant. They got video game area. Like, it was a magical place as a kid, and Mexican food, right? And they had like actors running around playing characters throughout. It was crazy. Over the years, this thing opened up in the mid 70s, and it just fell apart, right? And Trey, he's like, man, this was just so much part of my childhood. I need to save it, and it's just run down. So he bought it, right? So it's the story. It's a documentary about them buying it and then them spending. Their budget was $6 million. When it was all said and done, $30 million to restore this thing, because there was so many issues with it. It was crazy. So whatever, they put the money.
So now it's back.
It's back. It opened up in 2023, I believe.
Okay.
Now there's this is where it makes me think about you at the very end of the documentary. And Trey is there for the first opening night. And everybody's just going up to him. Oh my God, you're Trey. And then by the end of that night, he goes, dang, man, I got this realization of, I spent all this time, energy, blood, sweat, putting Casa Bonita back and making it better. I can't be here. He was like, I did all of this, and it's almost like raising a kid. You put all this time, and then I have to just kind of like let it go. And now I have to go back to being like, I got to go back to LA. We got to do South Park and all that. But he's like, I can't be here at Casa Bonita every day, and I can't. And it's just a crazy feeling of how the years he spent, the money he spent to get it back, and then him seeing it and back in all its glory, all these people here. He's like, I can't be here.
But that was enough.
And he was like, I'm glad that it is. And if I want to check in with GM or whatever, but he's like, I can't be here. And it was like a heartbreaking moment for him. But he's like, yeah, I just can't be here. And it made me think of you only because of you got your comedy club. And it's like, that made me think of Nate because Nate is a national touring headliner. Like, I'm saying,
international.
International. That's right. International. He's an actor, and then that is going up. We got the papers out now and all of that. I know what's buzzing around behind the scenes, the clothing line. And I'm just like, I felt that when Trey said that, because I see it in you with what your operations and what you're going through, like with the club. And it's like, yeah, Nate physically like cannot be at like Nate Jackson at Super Funny Comedy Club because of everything else Nate Jackson is. And it's just I would encourage you to watch that. I thought it was a good documentary of somebody who's already successful and then wanted to make something that he loved and wanted and knows that it will put joy in people's hearts. And when he made it the thing, now he put the right people there in place to where he, doesn't have to be there. But he was just like, I can't be here, man, because I take away.
If the club ran the way the club was supposed to run, my anchor to the Northwest is my parents.
Mm.
And they've already said, nigga, don't stay here for us. We want to leave. We want to go to Phoenix or somewhere warm. Ron and Linda got a place down in Vegas. We'll get us a place.
Ron and Linda.
Yeah. Best friends, Ron and Linda. So it's like that. Plus, I never intended to have one comedy club. Mm-hmm. When I said I'll open one, it was always to be like, this is going to be the mold for continuing on and opening more. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, my parents are my, like, I don't want to be I want to be able to, like, even the other night, like, I went into, like, in the middle of the night, I went and did hair and makeup for the Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure sketch, but it was in my kitchen, and my mom's like all with her little rollers in, giving me kisses and all, and my dad's like, what the did you got to do that? Right. What you got that? What y'all in here doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, their level of involvement to be able to come to the premiere of the paper, even though they don't understand what the fuck the magnitude of it is. I'm thankful that they got to come. I'm thankful they got to be at the Netflix special, at the Netflix premiere, like, that is something I can't, you know what I mean? Like, if I want to, I can just go to church with them, or I can see them. Because one thing that ain't gonna stop is the clock from ticking, and life is fleeting for all of us. So I want to get as much time with my parents as I possibly can. I want to take none of that for granted. You know what I mean? I never had grandparents. They're all dead. Or my grandfather was 103 when he died, but I met him at 99, and he lived in Louisiana. So I got to go back and see him, I think 3 years later, when he was, I think I saw him at 99, 101, and 103. And in 103, he was in a box. So my parents are that's my parental structure. I don't have a grandparent situation, or I don't even have godparents. Like, that's not even a thing. So I want to spend as much of that time and soak all that up as I can, because once they're gone, they're gone. In the perfect world, I would have kids that would be experiencing them right now too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, because all of this is what I've given birth to. So, yeah, that's not a shallow question at all. Like, that has a lot of depth to it. But I'm also not looking at it from the vantage of, like, I'm in Tacoma. What would it be like to run this career from another place? Because I lived in North Hollywood for 12 years. I've already lived in Washington, then moved back, then moved back, then moved back. Usually somebody in LA moves you move from home to LA, you give it 2 years, that shit don't work, you move your ass back home. Now you do whatever you do. Maybe you're a comic at home or whatever, but the back is right. Just a testament to, like, I can do this from wherever.
And the difficulty of, like, that documentary, it was the difficulty of, again, putting time, blood, sweat, money, equity into something that you feel extremely passionate about. And then when it's all done and running, like, I can't, like, you mean I can't be in here? Like,
because I got it set up to where it doesn't need my attention as on such a regular basis, I can afford to step away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is. Now, do I lock in and be like, hey, let's keep rolling? But here's the thing. In the perfect world, I have goals to be producing films, right? And unless Washington State Film Commission gets on board to give us tax credits and things like that make sense for us to do this, then what are we talking about?
Come on, Washington State.
What are we I might as well live wherever and do productions wherever, the same way everybody else does. They follow the money. You know what I'm saying? So somebody in the chat said, we're all his kids. Follow me on Twitch, man. It's Nate Jackson on there now. By the way, that's a whole nother development that's still happening too. But I'm going to work with Twitch and help develop a new category called comedy and onboard comedians to the platform, because the live streaming format is too strong. I just need comics to understand, use Twitch as an SD card, and from there, it'll all pop. So, good question. Good reference to that. No, that's deep. Not very funny. not very hilarious, but it's just a fact. It's like we could load all this shit up in a semi and pull right back into North Hollywood. And I'm gonna be honest with you, based on my skill set and what I do and how I bring people together and the connections that I already have, I am literally what Hollywood is missing. People in Hollywood are like, man, it's changed. It ain't the same. It this, it ain't that. Like, I'm that. Like, you need another Issa Rae. You need another Quinta Brunson. You need another, like, these people that have ideas that are so strong that they turn into IP. The IP so strong that they turn into network properties. Network properties that are so strong that it is now feeding a bunch of people and moving the needle in productions. Well, now, what are we talking about? Productions are shooting all over the goddamn world. Alaska, Australia giving back major credit. So people are shooting in Australia, New Zealand, Georgia. Georgia just locked down. So now there's be another shit to be like Louisiana. If you just watched within 3 months ago, Matthew McConaughey, and I can't remember who else was in the car, but they shot a whole promo for the Texas Film Commission where all they're doing is riding down a Texas road, talking about we got mountains, we got lakes, we got rivers, we got this, we got the money, we got investment, we got that. Texas Film Commission, let's rock and roll, right? If one of the 50 states continental said, we will be where the world makes film. Yeah. We will not tax the shit out of it. We won't look at we will just honor it for how much jobs and shit it creates. You can forget about it. That's what made Burbank before Hollywood was Hollywood. Right. And that's, you know, the history of Southern California, Burbank was the hub. Burbank was the city that had the letters on the mountain. And then they built the Hollywood sign and people start coming over the mountain and doing all that. But it's never been as feasible to live in Southern California in Hollywood as it has been to live in Burbank. Your rent is half as much in Burbank. All the creators, all crew, cast, and actors, everybody's over in Burbank or up in the Hollywood Hills. Hollywood Hills, for information, basically connect them two places together.
And more states are trying to be like a new film hub. I was talking to Zach like 2 months ago, and I was telling him about it. I thought it was Netflix that was doing it, but it's Sony. Sony is investing billions of dollars building studios in Vegas to film stuff.
Because Nevada's like, let's get it. Nevada Film Commission. I mean, Nevada is one of those states where that's the perfect type of place. It's too fucking hot there. But if you're on set or in a studio, you wouldn't know. It's only a few degrees hot. I mean, 20 degrees hotter than LA in the summer.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to build whatever that WB them out there.
The issue is the reason it's not an issue and why it's a smooth thing is because Nevada is a state that has two cities. If you want to get to the nitty gritty, like they have two cities that have real economies where all the tax money is made. One is Reno, one is Vegas. We can argue about what else is out there, but it's a lot of it is desert. Now, if you're going to go and turn some of that desert, some of that land that you could probably get for 0.0001 cents on the dollar and turn that into the next major studios and stuff, then fucking A, we got the money to pay for air conditioning, right? 50 Cent Ben made the move to be like, I'm about to go down to Louisiana, right? This is a New York guy doing productions in LA, Atlanta, and New York. And he goes, I'm about to build a studio. And I saw it. I did 50 Cent Humor and Harmony weekend. Holy shit. It is literally like fucking 7 blocks. It is huge motherfucking mungus. Huge. Tyler Perry bought the old military site and turned that into a studio. I hope Georgia at least gives him exemptions. You know what I mean? But right now it's like, okay, well, what all happens? What all is getting done in Georgia? And if you want to use a studio, like Marvel was shot at Tyler Perry's place. So this shit is exciting to me. Like I've steady been investing and having the capability to do at the very least short films or at the very least micro budget feature films. Like we could do that right now. We could just hunker down after the big dog tour and be like, hey, from January to March, we're going to shoot a movie. And we don't stop until it's done. You know what I'm saying? So exciting stuff. Yeah, that's deep that, you know, they did all that stuff for this, for the Mexican Disneyland restaurant. And then he was like, I did it. Cool. Now I know it's going to affect and touch other people the way it did when I was a kid. Pause. But I can't be here to do and run and whatever, operate daily, whatever. I got to go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. And the Super Funny Comedy Club has been it's a dream, and it's also been, you know, fucking a nightmare sometimes. It's like it's a labor of love, where it's like, all right, well, we, you know, right now we have mastered keeping the business open and making it so that all the employees make great money. That's what it is. But it would be fantastic if ownership, investor, we could get some money back. So now we're not on the cusp of that no more. Now it's like, all right, cool. We're going to get it there. Whether it's through training or whatever, we'll get it there. Whether it's through, you know, adding to management, we'll get it there. But if in a perfect world I got that running smooth, would I stay in Tacoma without my parents in Tacoma? I don't know what. I don't got kids enrolled here. I don't got, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So it's either I continue to build an infrastructure that is like it's innate land here, or I go where that is a much easier thing. But I'm telling you right now, there's nothing like in one phone call, 11 goddamn DPs, gaffers, everything you need, and fucking 40 actors ready to go. There's nothing like, boom, we got our own warehouse. We go there and everybody gets everything is set up. Like right now, I have to fly in Mike Baldessari to do our lights up to the Hollywood standards, right? To have this backlit, to have this lit the way Andrew Schultz shit is lit, because he did it. He did Tom Brady's roast. He lit all that. He lit my special. Like to do that, I got to fly people in, right? To do Super Funny Presents, I got to, Marcus Russell Price is here now. He's here now. He's a New York resident. He's flying to Tacoma to see the club and see how it would look for Super Funny Presents. So we can create art. We can do this art. We can make this IP. We can literally take over YouTube from right here. The Cut Network is huge, and people don't even know where it's at. That motherfucker's in Seattle, in an alley, by the way, in a dirty alley with no parking, and they are crushing it on the internet with just a white room. So what do? Blood, sweat, tears, equity. Hunker down. Or be like, bam. Because even if let's say I got a woman that is phenomenal, unless she's anchored here, it's like, bitch, pack your bags. We're going where the fuck I say we're going. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, if my family not gonna circle the wagons around my career, I surely can circle the wagons around loyal people that I trust that understand we're building something real. I'm proud to say I've seen growth in you, but I've seen you develop as a comic. I've seen that road and what we've done and what I've committed, and me holding my word to you, watch you blossom and flourish to where a manager at 3 Arts was like, that motherfucker Trent's getting funny.
Which I'm very appreciative of. Definitely am.
I get it, but I'm just saying. Like that, to me, that's like, bet. I'm good already. And it's not going to stop. I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I'm good. I would have whole nother tax bracket if I didn't try to open a comedy club twice. And the second time, 100% on me. Would be a whole nother tax bracket. But this is something that I'm like, this has to happen. Tacoma needs this. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't want to beat the shit out of it. We might as well end this the way we end our live streams. And that's with a little bit of a prayer. That ain't your thing. Figure out what to do right now. If you got a different deity, channel that. But I just want to say, Father God, we come to you humbly and appreciative of the blessings that you've been bestowing on us and the travel graces that you've given to us and the health, the health and wellness and coverage you've had over myself and my friends and my family. And in the cases where we've lost people, that you've helped those families cope with it, that you've helped it be a transition that was not, riddled with nonsense and negativity. Father God, you have been showing out in my life and my friends' life and others' lives. You're showing what blessings are possible if we just listen to and obey your word. So I just want to end it with that. Thank you very much for tapping in and listening. I appreciate you. Two or more gathered together, we all say amen.
Amen.
Yeah, that is.
Ooh, you guys are in love. You're like laid up and shit. Yeah. Are you a white dude? What are you? You're Mexican? Flaca. With braces? I ain't never seen a Mexican with braces before, bro. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? El bracito. I don't know if that's. I only know so many. I'm trying. I know like chupacabra. So you're Mexican for real? You mixed? Hold on. Could you stop stirring that ice? God damn. We can hear you. Somebody trying to get my attention. Shingalingo, 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 linga, 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 linga. Is it Christmas? It sounded like the beginning of Jingle Bells. I hope you get a brain freeze, whoever it was. So you Mexican and Mexican. Is there parts of Mexico where people all look like white people like you? What city? Michoacan. She's screaming, ow! Oh, Michoacan. Oh, Michoacan. Don't worry, Andre. This is about Michoacan. So then, are you from Michoacan too? Are you Mexican too? No. What are you? What'd you say? I was a gang of shit. They could adopt you at the APCA. You everything. I heard black, white. Why you say white like that? You from Texas? You are? Yeah, see? She's like, yeah, I am. I'm wet. I'm wet. I'm wet. Goddamn jigaboo, root two shooting that big. I'm wet. My boyfriend's Mexican. He don't look like it though. When he look like me. Goddamn right. He look like he do landscape and accounting. So you black, white. What are you saying real fast? The third one. Brazilian and Asian? What's your mama and daddy? What's your mama?
Why?
She sound like she said with an R on the end. She do. He white. He white. W-Y-A-T-T. White. What's your first language?
English?
What's your second language?
Bad English?
I'm picking up on that part. I'm just trying to figure out what the is going on.
What?
Sound like a bad black teenager. Do the dishes. What?
Why you ain't ask nobody else to do the dishes? Why I gotta do the He's white.
How did y'all meet? It's about to get good. Yeah, he taking a nervous drink. I saw you pick your shit up. At a bar? What was it called?
Yard house?
That's not how you say that. A yard house? Niggas met a yard house. Yard house. You sound like a quarterback. Blue 52, wide 91, wide 91, motion, motion, flocker. Wide 91. I want to hear you. Like I just want to listen to it. That be? She just gets some. Ah, you mother. Oh, Pablito, you whack mother. Whack. Put it in my yard out. How long y'all been coupling and shit? She trying to talk careful. She's like, she don't want no more smoke. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Wait a minute. Y'all met at Yard House 2 Tuesdays ago. What the? Why are you cuddling so hard? You just pulled up on her? You're like, what's up with you, baby girl? She's like, what? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that for the people in the back. You were by yourself. He was with the homies. His homie called you over, and then he pulled you from his own homeboy 3 weeks ago. You about to pay the bill? Why you getting your purse then? You finna let her pay for that bill? You bought the tickets to the show? You bought the tickets and the food and the drinks? Damn, you up. With that said, turn on the lights and let's start this shit up. Turn on the lights upstairs too. I'm talking about all the lights, like a garage sale. It should look like the show over. Turn all the lights up. Now before I start, for good luck, please let me rub that motherfucking head you got on. What you got on your head? God damn. My hand look like I've been flipping bacon. That's how you gotta flip bacon. You can't hang on to it long. All right, don't know white people try that. Now, let me get to fucking with people. Sir, I think we should talk. I don't know what you are, but I would love to find out. What's your ethnicity? Afghan. Okay, like the rug. And the dog. I'll be watching the dog. The dog. So you from Afghanistan. Your parents are. So you from Detroit. Where you from? Ann Arbor? Okay, that's up there with the university. That's what's up. And so you was up there? You went to school out there? What's your major? Environmental what? Environmental policies? Do you use your major? You don't use it? What do you do for a living? Computer security? For who? Nah, what your check say in the top middle when you get paid? It says University of Michigan? You work for the school? How long you been working there? 25 years? Give me $300. I'm not playing. I need you to send it to me with your little computer degree. Send it over. Now, where your girl at? You by yourself? What? In the front fucking row? Do you want me to get you somebody? I gotta make sure we find you somebody that's right for you, though. Let's do it fast. What do you like? Kind of woman? What nationality, ethnicity do you have an affinity towards? You don't even give a fuck. As long as she's the bomb. Y'all laughing, but if that run out of here right now, I bet half this goddamn theater clear out. Oh, that's on the move. We got to get the fuck up out of here. That bitch will leave her butt. Fuck that. We got to go. Hell no, the Afghani ran. I'm running. You took your glasses off trying to be sexy? Hold on. All right, turn the camera off, but keep it on him. Put my logo back up there. All right, what's your name? Oz? What's that short for? Osman? Huh? One more time. Asmat. Your name is Asmat? Your name is fucked up. I bet you have heard that your whole life. Your name is Asmat. Like, don't wipe your feet off, wipe your ass off. Come on in. Your name is trash. But people call you Oz. Okay, we're gonna call you the wonderful wizard of Oz. All right, now you got an empty front row seat next to you that I'm gonna let somebody come enjoy the show next to you in. But ladies, don't just be trying to move to the front. Because when you get down here, you gotta let them finger bang. Yeah, you ain't gonna be using up my homeboys. You get down here, he got to pop 2 fingers in your ass and pull them to the top, hit that little spot. We got any other Afghani women in here? Clap 2 times. You, ma'am, you are not. She like, right here, motherfucker. No music. She's Afghani? You Mexican? What kind? She's American Mexican? You don't know your heritage better than that? You Michoacan? You Mexico's Aztecas? Zacatecas? Zacatecas? That's a real, you guys need to do some research. That's a real thing. Y'all like sucking titties. No, Zacatecas. You like Mexicans? He said, sure, I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get some. All right, put the logo up there. This is what I need you to do. Stand up and take your glasses off. Hey. Stop getting them all riled up. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to make the sexiest face in your face repertoire. No, this is for the women. Pay attention. Ass Matt, you ready? All right. Let me see your smile. Let me see your smile. Let me see, show some teeth. Right there. Hold your bottom of your face like that. Now, hold your chin up some. Hit them with the squinties. Little less squinties. Right there. Lock it in. Now I want you to turn, look at the camera. Wait. You changed your face. Let me get right here in front of the camera. Look. Now turn your body back that way. Keep now, turn, yeah. Now put your head up. Show a little smile. Right there, hold it. Now look at the camera. Show him. Put him on the screen. Yeah. You see that? That's for the bitches. I got you, brother. Now sit down. We're going to find you somebody, all right? All right. Now, I don't know if there's any women in here that want all their bills paid and taxes done for the next 6 years. But he is in a position to take care of you. All right, let's see. Are there any Afghani women up top? 1. Stand up. The same girl. No, she not moving. That girl is old enough to be his grandbaby. Absolutely not. How old are you? 51? Do we have any women from the age of 41 to 61? Right there? What's your name? Yes, you. Anthony? Brandy? Stand up. Spin around. Give us a spin. Give us a spin. Give us a spin. The fuck? Well, sit down. You don't listen. You want somebody that listen, right? God damn. Other people are like, give us a spin, bitch. Spin. All right, I'm gonna come back to this, but we're gonna get you somebody. You're not leaving here in the same condition that you arrived. With no bitches. I gotta help my people out. Goddamn computer security, cyber security for the University of Michigan with no bitches. You said go blue? That's where you went to? You did? Alumni? Okay. Hey man, you know when y'all won the national championship? That shit was cool. It was y'all versus Alabama. Was it last year? Let me tell y'all something. This is what y'all don't know. They called me and they was like, the night before the game, we want you to perform for the team, both teams. That way they don't go out into the city and get in trouble. And so I performed for your team right before they went. And I knew who was gonna win based on how the teams were, because Michigan was all together like a family. And Alabama, they was already all millionaires. So They were sitting in there with escorts and shit. So I'm like, God damn, y'all about to lose? You want me to hook you up with somebody too? Hold on. Oz. She asked me to hook her up with somebody too. This took his glasses off. Like, what we doing? Now this ain't for dick, this for love. Are you interested in a 51-year-old Afghani man? It don't seem like that's your speed. You want your own. Okay. Sakateka still trying to come down here. How old are you, Sakatekas? How old are you? Are they high? What the fuck is taking so long for that table to answer me? Is there a lot of drugs in this community? Because, thank you. He was like, yes, it's a fucking problem. I'm talking to the high table. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. They sucking titties. All right, I'm gonna come back to that. Now, let's move on a little bit and fuck with some more people and then we'll get to that. Okay. What about y'all right here? Y'all look adorable. Two beautiful black women, a little person. Are you a little person? How tall are you? 4'11"? That's a little person, baby. Anything start with a 4. You little motherfucker. If we were together, I'm not bending over for shit else. I'm like, pick that shit up. She like, What's your name? Tierra, and what's your name? Brandy? Okay, y'all got freak names. Yeah, Tierra and Brandy, them hoe names. That's TT and B-Dog. So are you African or just your outfit? She on the screen? That's a beautiful outfit. You look like a Wakandan. I like what you're doing. What you do for money? You got a nice watch on, jewelry and shit, little bangles. You a therapist? Physical or like mental? Mental health. Oh, we need you. Yeah, that's good. There should be more people clapping, but whatever. All the crazy motherfuckers like, fuck that bitch. Everybody healthy, like, yes, bitch. So you got your own situation? Really? You got your own building and shit? Your own what? You kind of young to be a full-on therapist. Shit. Give me some money. You can figure out how much. You just figure it out. Look at your account and see what's on your heart. Where's your therapy joint at? Southfield and California? You talking about you flying around? Nah, fuck that. You out here selling. Who that diamond you got on keep on sparkling in my face. Who you married to? What football player? You getting married in July? Congratulations. To who? Who's in LA that got your office open? You come visit, get some dick and do your thing. He's not in LA? Yeah. What's his name? Josh? The quarterback for the fucking Buffalo Bills? Does he play football? Basketball? He used to? For what team? You don't even know this. I just take his money. I don't know what he does. I keep his brain healthy. That's my job. Okay, and what about the midget? I mean the little person. Stand up just for shits and giggles. Let me see. Stand up. You kind of thick though for a little motherfucker. Goddamn. You got ass like a spider. You ain't never seen a spider without ass. That's how I know she a little person. Little people and spiders have got the same amount of ass. Where you got a wedding ring on too? Are y'all somebody's wives? These famous. I know you somebody's wife. Hell yeah. Is your husband tall or short? He tall. How tall is he? You don't even know. You be like, 5, 4, 5. You gotta climb up a stepping stool to give him some head. She said, no, I don't. Look, you're a freak. Little bitty nasty ass. What you do for a living? You're a nurse? Damn, y'all got the good jobs. I like that. I like this community because, you know, I travel a lot. I be asking people what they do, and some of these black people be saying fucked up shit. But we got a therapist, you own your own shop, and you a nurse doing your goddamn thing. That's beautiful. That's black excellence. It is. It is. Let me talk to some white people, even this out. Can you put a camera on the dude over here that looked like a Harry Potter character that had on a fucking cereal bowl and then cut all the hair out from under it? Yeah. No, little to your left. A little more, and right there. Did I describe it right? That motherfucker looked like a redneck wizard. Expelliarmus. Does your shirt say Glock? I'm gonna go ahead and move on, sir. What the fuck? I'm traveling. I don't got none of my shit with me. TSA was bullshit. I'm like, let me get all that shit through, please. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit though. What's your is it Trevor? Chad? Tim, Tom, David, Bruce. What's your name? Nathan? Shut the fuck up. 2 Nates? God damn. But why you look like that though? Did you get your hair cut at an Amish barbershop? You look like a red-headed young Abraham Lincoln. 77 years ago. You look old and young at the same time. What do you do for money, man? Tell me about your life. Who are you and shit? You work with what? You work with family? Your own family or other families? Your own family? Okay, so y'all own something big. No? What do y'all own?
We do detail cars.
You detail cars? Hell yeah. You follow your own rules or O'Doyle rules? Black people, there was a movie that came out. A whole family full of redheads was yelling O'Doyle rules as they went off a cliff. Just want to make sure everybody up to speed. I know some black people are like, the fuck is an O'Doyle rule? That youth pastor was confused right there. Could you show the youth pastor? He right behind him in second row wearing his entire Easter suit. A little to the right, a little to the right, a little to the right, down. White lady, could you move your big ass head out the way? Please, thank you. She was like, I'm on camera! Move your big ass head out the way. I want to talk to Bishop Ebenezer Johnson Jenkins. Got 2 last names. How you doing, Pastor Johnson Jenkins? You been wearing that since Easter? What you do for a living that you dress to the nines? You're a boxing coach? Moving on. If you're a boxer, maybe, but you teaching, I can't even do it. I went to a boxing class and they kept hitting me in the side of the head. Put your hand up. Put your hand up. I said, I'll blow this whole goddamn gym away. You got me fucked up. But I was out of town. I didn't have none of my shit with me, so. So where's your gym at, man? Let's get you some business, man. Have the people come down, fill the gym up, man. Have you goddamn Creed 5. Toledo, Ohio. How y'all blew a whole city? Is it that bad? Damn, that's fucked up. You got work to do, sir. There's a lot of people need to get punched in the mouth. Put some respect on your city name. You teaching people how to fight in a city where shoot, it's crazy though. Motherfucker, I got hands. Okay, I bet you do. I'm the fastest puncher in Toledo. Okay, I'll run these bullets. You so bad. I'm making the same sound. This your wife right here? Y'all look good together. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Well, she ain't got no ring on, so y'all just dating, you heavy into it? This your girl? So the answer is yes. How long you been with her? 5 years? Why she like she don't know yet? She like, shit, what Easter was it where your mama made the collard greens with the, How'd you meet her? At a boxing match? In real life? You bullshit. I'll throw up. She don't even know. What's your name, Queen? Tori. And your name, sir? Roshan. And so y'all about to get married and shit. 5 years. Roshan, that's about long enough now. You stop buying suits and get a ring. It's about time. But ma'am, she what? She bought what? The suit? Oh, I thought you said the ring. I was about to do a fucking cannonball on your stupid ass. I'm like, what kind of man is this? Boom, 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 face ass. Well, that's a good choice. You see, I ain't did nothing but mixed compliments in about the suit. You did good. You did good. Where'd you get a suit like that? That's but 7 pieces? You got a lot of pieces on. You got on a tie with a goddamn clip. Was that a clip tie or that you tied that up? Stand up and talk your shit. Yeah. Looking like TD Jakes with a bad thyroid. Swallowed head ass. Roshan Boxing Gym out in Toledo. So for those of y'all in Toledo, go check out the boxing gym. It's on the corner of. This is crazy. I never heard a city receive hate just off the name. Toledo. This is crazy. Anybody from Toledo like, I gotta get the fuck up out of there. Now, where's your gym at, man? Let me get you some business. I believe in small business. Hold on. Anybody booing still? The moment has passed. We are now in the uplift moment of the interaction. Now, where is it? On Johnson Junction. Ain't no cross street. Just take the whole goddamn junction until they see you outside. This is why they booed you. They can't anybody find you. Junction in what? Junction in Detroit? You just like the word Detroit. He talking about Detroit Street. She don't give a fuck. It's still Detroit. I don't give a fuck. You own Ohio? Okay, that is a very white thing to say. Just want to own every goddamn thing. We own Ohio. All right, now, your place that your family work at, O'Doyle Rules Car Detailing, is that in Detroit? No, where's that at? It's in Toledo as well? Fuck. Detroit. Toledo. Detroit. What the fuck? Houston. Only black people? Oh shit, that's us. The fuck? This nigga done said here, H-Town. That's what's up. So this your girl that's got her body language all over you? No, I like that. I like when your body language would suggest that that's who you like. Don't change it because I said that. Lean into him some more. Celebrate your love, man. There you go. Yeah. I don't know why you put your hands in his mouth. He was like, yeah, that's my girl, bro. How long y'all been together? 9 years. Damn, y'all young to have that much time on your belt. You got together in high school? Y'all each other's first? Y'all don't fuck around out there in Toledo, huh? Y'all get it in. Motherfucker lost your virginity to other people. Okay. Neither one of y'all? Or one of y'all took, no? No? Y'all both were just some little hoes out there. Toledo. Okay. And what do you do, ma'am?
I do a lot. So I work at a staffing agency.
You work at a staffing agency?
Yep, and I work at inside sales for a material handling company.
You do inside sales for a material handling company?
And I've also done surrogacy.
And you've been a surrogate? A surrogate mom? Let's just talk about that. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody shut the fuck up. You had somebody else baby for them? It was not your baby at all. Okay. How'd you get the nut? They fertilized it and then put it inside of your uterus, and you made some good money, right? How much money?
It's different per time, but the last time almost 100.
It's different per time? How many babies have you had for someone? You've done surrogacy 3 times? That's amazing, low key. So the last time was $100,000? What were the other 2 times? 60 and 70. So you made 100 and how much is that? You're Afghani. How much is that? He's like, all I know is 101001001. I'm a computer programmer. 60 and 70, that's 130, $230,000. Ain't that a bitch? You done made $250,000 off selling that without selling that. That's crazy. And he about to get you pregnant for free. Ain't that a bitch? He was like, no, fuck that. That's who cut my hair. I already got a kid. I can't even afford a haircut. I did this shit with a cereal bowl right after I ate it. Fuck that. Your haircut's trash. I just want you to know that's a terrible goddamn haircut. Like, your barber should be ashamed of it, goddamn. So. If I was your barber and you asked for that cut, after I was done, I'd be like, leave. Don't let nobody see you outside my establishment with that bullshit you requested. It's known as a what? Your son has the same haircut? That's fucking adorable. Fuck. Why you gotta appeal to my heart like that? Are you pulling up a picture? Let me see this goddamn baby. Let me see. Yeah, they in Toledo. You gotta find it. You better hurry up. This moment about to pass. Could you do me a favor? Do you mind pulling the bangs up though? I want to see how far. God damn! Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. I got my roof lid back. Look at this goddamn baby. Can you focus on that? We done fucked that goddamn baby up. That baby looked like the bad guy from Charlie's Angels. The one that was smelling all the hair. What's your baby name, man? What's your son name? Huh? One more time. Nate. So he junior? Outstanding. You gonna have a third, huh? You don't want another one to get you in? I'm a junior too, man. I'm gonna give me a third about somebody. My baby gonna be bald. Headed. Then a motherfucker. You better not fall asleep at the pool hall. Somebody be like, this bitch, corner pocket. This bitch, corner pocket. That's funny than a motherfucker. It's because of the sound. I hope y'all paying attention. This is good shit up here. Detroit, I love y'all, man. I'm headed out. I love y'all so much.
Thank you, though. I love you so much.